Today's tip is about the questions you should ask when looking for a memory care community for your loved one. Hi, it's me, Linda Burhans, the gal who cares for the caregivers with love, laughter, and lessons learned. Today I have my friend Lori Smith with me, and we're going to talk about some of the questions you should ask when the possibility comes that your loved one might need to move into a memory community. So Lori, what are some of the questions we should ask? You work with Granville, a memory community. Because people don't know, they go maybe from independent living, maybe to an ALF, or maybe right from their home to then maybe going into a memory community. So what are the things they should look out for?
Well, thank you for having me here and for being such a good friend. When somebody is showing signs of forgetfulness and just repetitive behaviors, you may want to start your research in looking for a senior community that might offer independent, assisted, and memory care.
Yes.
The transition would be a little bit smoother,
Right.
and a gradual change. Sometimes it's difficult to go from your home right into a memory care, and sadly, people might wait too long.
Yes.
So that loved one may not experience the assisted living portion.
Well, plus sometimes they wait so long that the caregiver is now deteriorating.
Correct.
And how many times do you hear after they finally come into the community, I should have done this?
Correct. A long time ago. Yeah. And I think, having some exposure, looking around when things are not at a high peak of pressure and, the caregiver is doing everything on their own, go out, do your research now, see what's available, but find out what communities or what programs are really geared for dementia and Alzheimer's, because a lot of communities may call themselves
quote,
or take
unquote,
care of a dementia unit, but really find out what is their programming about, how
the people have the employees been trained.
Exactly.
Because a friend of mine just recently in Ohio said this place never had memory care before, and all of a sudden, a few weeks ago, they go, we have memory care, and we're going to lock them up on the 3rd floor, and they can't go outside, and no one was trained in memory care. So that's the things we need to be careful about, right?
Well, and that's true. And one of the words you said was locked up. That is definitely not our language. Residents, folks, are not locked up. You just have to be careful on how you use your terminology, because the caregiver doesn't know anything but locked up, and that's going to scare them and keep them from making a decision of finding a safe environment for their loved one. And that's why, finding a community that offers the programming that and you ask what kind of programs, what kind of training does the staff have. We're very blessed at Granville of Clearwater to have Lisa Papp, who has been in this field for many years and is a certified dementia coach. Not saying that everybody should be, but it does help to understand where they are, and to understand and be aware of where that individual is now. You don't want to go and find a community that they just maybe have 2 or 3 programs a day and that's it. They have got to stay busy, but they have to have quality of life.
And dignity.
Exactly.
And this is their home. This is going to be their home.
That's right. And do things that still have purpose.
Yeah.
One of the things that Lisa loves to do is, make things with their hands.
Yeah.
They make heart soap. They do things that give back to the community or to the staff.
Yeah.
So we have to meet them where they are in their journey, but also to look around for a community where you see the staff look happy, that the residents look happy and clean,
Yes.
And, you know, the best thing when you
Is to come visit.
Exactly.
Come visit before you're at a pressure point.
Correct.
And have this conversation with your loved one. I don't have any memory impairment now, but I've already had conversations with my daughter and different things, what I want for my future, and we need to have those conversations. And we need to have the conversations now and check out the communities before we're under that under the gun.
Correct. And, you know, we're not all about having someone go into our memory care neighborhood just because they have some forgetfulness.
Right.
They can be totally functioning and safe when they are with their peers.
Right.
And in a routine. That's huge. Is there needs to be a routine, a safe environment, a clean environment.
And good programming.
Exactly.
And good programming.
But, you know, we welcome families, caregivers to come in, take a tour, talk with our staff, talk with other family members.
Yes.
Because they're going to be honest, they're going to be transparent.
Yeah.
And that's your best bet.
Thanks so much for being with me today, Lori. I really appreciate your advice.
You're very welcome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And tune in next Tuesday for another tip sponsored by Arden Courts, where all they do is memory care. And have a delicious day.